Hi, my name's Corrie. I'm the CEO at Punktured, and I've been with the company since '99, and I started as a trainee body piercer and worked my way up to CEO. Punktured was established in 1996 and I started in '99. So the story I was told on how it all went down and how Punktured began was that there was some staffers that were hassling Jim, the founder, to set up body piercing in his stores, and Jim, being really squirmish and having a phobia of needles, really pushed it to the side for quite some time until the noise got too great, and his wife Sabini actually was a registered nurse, so we actually had that background to aid in the setup of setting up body piercing studios. So that's sort of how it all began, and Jo McAvena was a staffer that helped set the store up, and she in turn trained me when I started. So I feel really privileged that I got trained by the queen of body piercing back then, and it really set me up for a great career. From a really early age, I think from the age of 5 or so, I was really into body mods. So my neighbour was covered in tattoos from the British Navy, and I was obsessed with them, much to my parents' disgust. So as I got older and body piercing became a thing, I had my navel pierced when I was 16 by an acupuncturist, because body piercing studios were nowhere to be found in WA really, and it just really set me on a path of something that I was really into. So tattooing and body piercing was my life from my teenage years. So coming to Melbourne and being given a job so that I could train to pierce and then become a body piercer was a dream come true. So Punktured reaching 25 years is really important to me because yeah, it set up my life. I wouldn't be where I am today if Punktured didn't exist.
Hi, I'm Jim. I started the company in 1978 and I'm still here, believe it or not.
Hi, my name's Raz and I'm the MD, and started out in the business a very long time ago, about 36 years ago. Started in retail, working at markets, ended up in stores and progressed through the business, and been lucky enough to be with Jim and for a very long time, all those 36 years, and we've sort of grown the business together to be what it is today, which includes Punktured.
We ended up opening the first Punktured studio in November 1996. Jo McAvena was our first trained piercer, and it was really successful right from the start.
Yeah. So 249 Swanston Street was our second Swanston Street store. The first store was tiny, we could have never have done it, but we were lucky that Graham found that store and we moved down there because it allowed us to do it.
So you know, the studio was successful right from the start. So I think that within 6 months or so we were talking about opening the second studio. Back in those days we had a few other stores around the place, and a couple of them were in shopping centres. The two in particular that we had targeted, one of them was in Dandenong Plaza and the other one was in Epping Plaza. So we approached the centre management in both of those centres and you know, said to them, well, part of our brief now is that we're going to be opening piercing studios.
And chuck holes in people.
And they had the same reaction that I had. Initially they both said, never ever ever will body piercing be allowed in a shopping centre, not ever. So the two centres, Dandenong Plaza, were so dead against it. We had so many arguments with them that we ended up just getting out of that shopping centre. There was no way that they were going to let us pursue that side of the business. Epping Plaza, on the other hand, they were not, I wouldn't say open to the idea, but at least they were willing to entertain the possibility, and they had 1,000 questions and they had the lawyers look at it.
And so there was no piercing studios in a shopping centre anywhere in Australia, none. There was none. So we were
Probably
really
the first.
We were the pioneering with this, and we got lucky that Maury was an independent who actually owned a shopping centre himself, whereas a lot of the other shopping centres were owned by
Corporations.
super funds and stuff like that, and they just wouldn't even speak to us about it.
Eventually they agreed to let us try it on a 6-month trial basis. We had to basically agree to all of their terms, and in the end, they let us do it. And basically there were no issues because we did it properly. And that was really, as far as we know, the first piercing studio in a shopping centre.
That was 97?
In Australia, and that was 1997.
Yeah, so, and now you can go to any shopping centre and probably have 3 piercing studios in them. But at the time, 20 odd years ago, they were saying, never, you'll never have one.
Won't happen.
Never happen.
We're the Punktured Crew, Australia's premier body piercing studio. Meet our team, our honey bee. She's our belly dancing queen. Renee, nay, nay, yes, yes. One of our best. Get your geek on with the wizard, Sir Dion. Benji, he knows his stuff, he'll hook you up. Tane and Cass, crude and crass versus fine and sass. Good golly, Miss Holly. And I'm Corrie, the boss lady, who has to keep these punks in line. Together, we are the Punktured Crew, a whole new reality for body piercing in the 21st century. Get punctured.
And remember, kiddies, do not try this at home. What's going on, legends? I'm Tane. I'm the Assistant Director of Retail Ops, Creative and Marketing. Been with Punktured now for about 13 years. 13 years of awesomeness. So I was in Queensland at the time, having a ball up in sunny Gold Coast. Heard about the show, got told that they wanted me to come down to Melbourne and be a part of it, which I was excited to do. So I jumped on a plane and came to cold Melbourne, shoot some awesome stuff with the customers and the staff of the show and the cast. It was crazy, it was awesome, it was fun, and yeah, it had a ball. It was rad. So I rock up on the day, back to 249 Swanston Street in Melbourne CBD, which is where I started 13 years ago, so that was awesome. Rocked up to film, got to get the hair and the makeup look pretty for the cameras and the people that were there. We had a couple of customers that we got in to shoot, so introduced ourselves to them, made them feel comfortable, and then the craziness began. So we did all the shooting, the customer service, and then we did the piercing shots, which was a whole adventure, cramming 7 different crew members and the piercer and the customer into a tiny studio. There was all kinds of craziness going on to get the camera shots, so that was pretty fun and pretty crazy. Good times. So I think one of the best things about the show was that it didn't censor any of the piercings. Obviously, if you've worked in that industry and you're a body piercer, most of the time it may be the fashion piercings, the helixes, the nostrils, the lips, the tongues, but every now and again you're going to deal with some genital piercings or some crazy requests from some customers about individual body piercing, and that's something that sort of has always made our stores fun and different and really exciting, and we were able to showcase some of those more intense piercings, the gooch and all those ones. So that was exciting and cool, and it allowed a lot of people that aren't normally exposed to that side to see it. But also I think one of the best things about the show is that, the little captions at the bottom of the screen educating the public on those piercings and the process, I think really helped a lot to showcase the art of body piercing. That's not just something for crazy people to do. There's actually a lot of effort, a lot of skill, and a lot of hygiene put into that to ensure that the customer has the best experience, but also that the piercing lasts and stays awesome. So, don't just take my mustache's word for it. Go check it out for yourself on YouTube. It's awesome. And remember, kids, don't try this at home.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie. I am a body piercer at our Collins Street store, and I have been working with the company for just over 3 years now. I love coming to work every day and being so appreciated for working hard, being able to help people express themselves and get piercings is just, it's something so deep you can't really put the right words to it, but just the fact that I get to help people and they trust me to be putting holes in them every day, it's something like, it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love doing bridges. The markup might take me a little while, but it's something that's in the center of your face, so you have to have it like perfect. Dermals are another one. There's a couple of reasons why I love doing dermals, but shiny is the best thing ever. And anything a little bit harder along the lines of like genital piercings or double septums, triple septums. I've done one before and absolutely hands down my favorite thing, and it just looked so cool.
I love Punktured because of the customer service and just being able to express myself in certain ways.
I love Punktured because of the environment. It's very inclusive. You can there's no judgment ever, and it's just a really good sort of environment.
I love how well trained all of the staff are. Like, I've never met a piercer who works for you guys who doesn't know their stuff, who doesn't, you know, have the skills, the magic hands like you do. Very swift, very precise. You got lots of awesome piercings to choose from, and lots of other amazing stock and fun things to look at when you're waiting for your piercing appointment.
I just like the environment, like, it feels really safe, and I just love getting piercings.
Yeah, I love it because it's like so professional and you feel calm, welcome, you don't have to worry about the pain, so yeah, they're really good here.
It's a great environment with awesome people who always make you feel like you're at home.
What I love about Punktured is the fact that every pierce that I've ever been to has always been kind, friendly, the environment has been sterile, it's been clean, and it's just been a really good environment to be in.
What's happening, everyone? My name's Brendan. I'm the National Training Coordinator for Punktured Body Piercing, and I've been in the body art industry for the last 15 years. So my role as the National Training Coordinator is to oversee operations standards across all of our 22 locations, and that's everything from staffing, ongoing training, development, sterilisation, but more importantly, like making sure our staff are giving the raddest experience possible. I think what really sets Punktured apart is our commitment to training and the standard we hold ourselves accountable to make sure that, you know, our staff not only committed to industry and a higher level of operation, but doing it in a way that's fun and engaging, so that they have an awesome time at work and produce really solid results and feel, you know, a tremendous sense of pride and commitment to industry, but also conveying that so our customers have an awesome time and get a great piercing, which is what it's all about at the end of the day. Our training is immediate and ongoing, regardless of experience, and there's always room for consistent development, and that's something that we really pride ourselves on, is pushing our own standards forward, but also doing it in a way that contributes to the industry developing as a whole. I mean, our whole team nationally across 22 stores can really be described in two words, and that's passionate and professional. They have the skills, they have the chops, they know what they're doing, and they're rad at it. But more importantly, they're awesome people. You can get a service pretty much anywhere, but the thing that we pride ourselves on and that our team are rad at is an experience.
Hey there, my name's Jo. I'm the ACT manager and I've been working for Punktured for 6 years. I definitely think my biggest standard is having a really good bedside manner. If you can make your client feel comfortable when they first walk through the door, you're gonna have a customer for life. It is so scary when you come into a studio for a piercing, but if you can make them trust you and you can make your client feel calm and you can have a few jokes, it's going to make the experience so much better for not only me, but for that client as well. And they're always going to come back.
You, because you make me feel so relaxed and you do a great job every time.
It means a lot.
I'd have to say Rachel, only because she's calmed me down before and helped me through the process, and it literally didn't even hurt at all. So, me stressing for nothing.
Anne would be my go-to punctured piercer. Just the customer service that she brings and makes you feel calm and relaxed.
It's got to be Jess. She's just very professional and very fun to get stabbed by.
Well, it's got to be you, of course, because you're amazing and so sweet and like fun to hang out with during the whole piercing experience. And you're good with a needle. You know, just where to stab it right and not mess up my lipstick.
Hey guys, my name's Clay. I'm the 2IC here down in Punktured Adelaide. I've been with the company now for 5 years. To me, Punktured's not just a job. Punktured is a family. It's a place where I can come, I can be myself, smash out some cool piercings, meet really cool clients. I work with a cool team, and it's good to just get home each night knowing we've smashed out a common goal.
Really 4 years ago, I got my second lobe done.
I got pierced about 2 years ago, and the septum was my first piercing.
Ooh, the first time I got pierced by Punktured would have been roughly around 2015, and I got my third lobes done.
My nose, I think I was 12 at the time, and I was like, Mum, please, can you go
getting nice and early.
Yeah.
I got my helix done when I was about 13 or 14.
Straight to the cartilage, yeah, love it.
I got pierced by Punktured on my 18th birthday, which was about a year and a bit ago now, and I got my eyebrow done.
Hi everyone, my name is Liz and I'm the store manager and advanced body piercer at our Hay Street store in Perth, WA. I've been with Punktured now for about 4.5 years, coming up on 5 years. This was back when I was in Tassie, so I was there for a couple of years managing the Hobart store. She was in this massive rush. She came in to get her belly button pierced, so her navel, and she was like, I need to be out of town in about 10 to 15 minutes tops. Can we do it? And I was like, absolutely, let's get it happening. Grab your idea, I'll grab some jewelry options and we'll get you sorted. And so I was like, just making small talk, filling out the form, saying, how's your day? And oh, do you have to go to work? Is that why you're in a rush? Or do you have to pick up your kids? And then she proceeded to pop her leg up on the counter and she had an ankle monitor on. So I was like, oh damn, okay, cool. I get it. So we got her in, we did the piercing, really nice and fast, really nice and straight, looked perfect, she loved it. And she was out of the store before the ankle monitor went off. So obviously here at Punktured, no judgment, you know, be who you want to be. We don't care what you've done, we don't care where you've been, you know, we're still going to give you great service and give you an amazing piercing.